Welcome back to GuanJing Method. My name is Ting Ting, and today we are moving through a flow to increase our fertility and to prep us for the energy of ovulation. So it's a very energizing, sensual, and playful flow. So let's begin. First, we'll start off seated, and we'll take our hands on the inner seams of the legs, either palms face away from us, down, and the heels of the hands pressing, or you can take the fingertips in. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you're able to tilt the pelvis up and back. And if this is kind of hard to do, if you have a tightness here, bring a firm pillow behind your sit bones to elevate just your seat, and it will allow you to tilt forward. From here, taking the hands, however direction, fingertips forward or fingertips away, and we'll begin to make this nice big circle with our spine. And as you do this, press the palm down, so with the lifted pelvis, you pull it down. You start to feel a nice stretch here. Exhale. Inhale deep, inhale into the side of the low belly, exhale. And so we're just encouraging this nice spiraling shape here of the spine, shoulders relaxed, soft face, and even having a small smile on the face. All of the cells kind of softening and smiling, being a little playful. And you can even take the hands as you pull down into the side where the ovaries would rest. And then encouraging a little movement, a little energy here in this space. Let's switch directions. Exhale as you lean back. Deep, always deeply breathing in and out through the nose. Exhale, leaning back. And inhale, leaning forward. Shoulders move away from the ears. Exhale, leaning back. And inhale, leaning forward. Very nice. Last time here. Exhale, leaning back. And inhale, leaning forward. Beautiful. And then from here, we were going in circles. And now we're going to move up and back. So taking your hands on the outer edges of your knees. The inhale will tilt forward. Relax the head and neck. Exhale. Inhale, roll back. And then as you exhale, pull up so that your chest lifts up and falls forward. Exhale. This is encouraging the energy from the lower base of the sacrum up the spine. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, folding forward, allowing this snake-like energy to move up the spine. Deep, deep breath. And this isn't just for increasing fertility. It's allowing ourselves to connect to the womb space, to the lower half of the body, our seat of creation. This allows us to be more creative. It balances our hormones. And it allows where we pay attention, where we send our attention, intention follows. So bringing that intention into the lower half of the body will bring us not only more awareness of the space, but it will energetically align with whatever intention we have for it. So whether that's more creative projects or a baby or whatever have you, allowing ourselves to breathe into the lower body. Exhale. Now let's come all the way onto all fours, taking the knees wider than hip width apart. And then from here, just undulating the pelvis. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift up. Nice light bend in the knees. Exhale, curl. Allowing your head to follow. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling under. And seeing how much of a cat position you can make with the spine, and then a cow position you can make with the spine. Even you can bend the elbows even more. Exhaling. And then inhaling round. Chin draws in. Exhaling, lifting up. And inhaling, drawing in. And almost painting a spiral with your tailbone. And now, if you're in this position, allowing yourself to release tension, especially in the neck. Our body likes to hold tension. And when we allow ourselves to really release held tension, that's where the energy begins to really flow. So let's move and reverse the changing of the circle. Now begin to paint the circle in the other direction. And then gently allow the spine, shoulders, and head to follow that movement. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lifting up. Slow, smooth breath. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lifting up. Each time, seeing if you can even hinge and take the pelvis back, drawing it back as you lift the glutes up, and exhale as you curl under, lean the pelvis forward. Exhale, lean and take the tailbone back. Exhale, pelvis moves forward. Beautiful. Last time here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sinking it back and coming into almost a puppy dog-like pose, reaching the belly down towards the floor. Chest lifts, moves towards the floor. Relax and lift the tailbone up towards the sky. And then from here, curl the tailbone under. Slide the hands towards the knees, rolling up. Let's take one leg out to the side. If you have sensitive knees, you can always support your knee with a blanket. And now begin to do the same thing, curling and the tailbone up and back, and just finding this undulation here. You can be a little more playful and play around with your hands. Maybe it's mimicking the spiraling shape as if you were stirring a cauldron. Maybe you're just dancing with your hands. Whatever you're doing, continuing that spiraling shape and really feeling the inner groins lengthening and stretching, tailbone back, and the curl moving up. Exhale, tailbone moves back. Inhale, curling up. And I like to pretend that I'm stirring a cauldron. So feeling that cauldron, that stir, come from the base of my tail. Maybe I'm stirring with one hand and the other hand is moving up. It's really fun to kind of dance with this energy. And then from here, turning towards that foot. If you have tight hamstrings, you can bend the knee, reaching. And then I like to pull this energy up. Bend and reach and pull this energy up. And then you can even try it straight-legged, relax the head and neck, pull that beautiful earth energy up, hinge the hip back. And the most important part is taking the tailbone back. So as you reach, lift the seat up, relax the head and neck, inhaling, pulling up. Exhale, fold forward, relax the head and neck. Inhale, pulling the energy up into the lower dantian, and you can slowly massage here and then bend this forward, leaning into that leg. Grounding all the energy that you pulled up into your ovaries, into your womb space, into the seat of your creation. Inhale, coming to center. And then from here, begin that nice spiral. You can even spiral the other way. Since we circled, let's go in the other direction. Exhale, taking the tailbone back. Inhale, coming up. And first, you can have your hands on your hips. Really feeling and accentuating that big circular motion you're creating with the base of your tailbone, all the way to the side, to the back, to the front, up slowly, and then maybe begin to add your stirring of the cauldron, feeling that initiating energy, that movement coming from the base of your tailbone. Maybe you're more dancing with your hands, getting a little playful, a little sensual, feeling all that earth womb energy moving and circulating. And again, it doesn't always have to be about fertility of a baby. It's how fertile we are in our mind, in our creativity, in our expression, in our capability. And so all of these things culminate and energetically reside in the seat of our creation, which is our reproductive system. So really feeling that stirring and becoming enlivened as you breathe here. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Again, I like to stir with one hand and maybe play with the energy with the other hand, keeping this foot grounded. And if you have challenge with that hamstring, you can always bend the knee slightly. And then from here, let's reach and pull that energy up. So maybe you're bending the knees, reaching and pulling that up into our spine. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, pull that energy up. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, pull the energy up. Exhale, relax the head and neck. Inhale, pull the energy up. 2 more times here, reaching, relax the head and neck. Inhale, pulling. Last time here, exhale, folding. Inhale, pulling, and then leaning as you massage that into the womb space, into your ovaries, letting that energy circulate from the womb space of the earth into the womb space of our bodies. Exhaling. If your knees are feeling sensitive, you can always have a seat and do this like so. And then from here, everyone, let's come to have a seat, placing our hands on either side of our womb. Relax the elbows down, close the eyes, and feeling a beautiful golden egg resting here in the very base of our pelvic floor. And each time we breathe in, the light of this egg, the brilliance of it shines out and expands on inhale. And as we exhale, the layers of our mind and body absorbing in this radiant vitality. 2 more breaths here. Inhale deep. Exhale, radiating vitality. Last time, inhaling. Exhale, radiating that vitality. Inhale, opening the eyes, arms reach up, opening up into all beautiful possibilities that the universe has for us. Beautiful opportunities, beautiful connections. And just inviting yourself to be a golden chalice, feeling the hands opening up like a golden chalice and the universe pouring all of its magic and all of its abundance and all of the universal life force into our womb space, blessing us with this gift of being a woman. Deep inhale here and exhale, in pure delight. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this fun, sensual flow. And for a more full-length experience of GuanJing, please check out the online GuanJing Method membership. I'll see you inside.